Hey folks, a bit of a learning curve for me today. I got a massive spreadsheet full of the 1,000 or so cards that make all of these different creature tokens. And coming up, number 199 is going to be Thopters. So I thought, what, Hangaback Walker? That's the fella for that. I'll make a video. That's the daddy of Thopter creation. And it wasn't in my spreadsheet. I went into the card list and had a look at Hangaback Walker to try and work out why it wasn't there. And what you'll notice if you have a read, just have a read for a second, there's a crucial word missing. So it says it makes a summon a 1/1 Thopter, but it doesn't use the word token. And when I went initially searching through all of the cards, I just did a search on the word token and went hunting for cards that make tokens. So then I thought, well, am I missing other cards that make tokens but don't say the word token? And when did all this happen, this inconsistency around language? So Origins was the first set, 2015, when the game started, end of 2015. All of the cards that make token creatures don't say the word token. So Pia and Kira Nalaar makes 4 1/1 Thopters with flying. So it just describes what it's making, but it doesn't call it a token anywhere. Let's find some other examples. Whirlarogue, I think. Yeah, Whirlarogue makes 2 1/1 Thopters. Let's have another one. Revenant, there we go. Summon 2 2/2 zombies. So it's just describing the creatures it's summoning, but doesn't use the word token in any of these cards. Now, that's a challenge, and that's kind of interesting because I've already done the zombie video. I've already done the angel video. Sigil of the Empty Throne makes a 4/4 angel with flying whenever you play a support. And when I did the angel video, I would have said something like there are X cards that make these angels. Well, there's X plus some others that I missed out. And I also thought, well, are there some cards that I've completely missed out? So are there some unique tokens that I have just completely missed because they don't use the word token on the card, and there aren't any other cards more recently that make them? So I had a look through. Thopter Spy Network was in my spreadsheet list, is there, because it says summon 1/1 Thopter with flying, and then it says when a token you control deals damage, blah, blah, blah. So the word token is in the card text elsewhere. What else? There was one that makes a demon, isn't there? What's the one that makes a demon? It's a priest of something. I'm going to have to search for it. Priest. There we go. Priest of the Blood Rites. That makes a 5/5 demon with flying. Again, I've done the demon video already. It does make the same demon. I've checked. But that wasn't in my list. Again, more inconsistency, which was obviously very frustrating. Now, the first expansion that came out was this one, Battle for Zendikar. So I thought I'd have a look in there. And straight away, Desolation Twin, summon a 10/10 Eldrazi. And that's a token that doesn't exist anywhere else in the game. The word token isn't used. I don't have it in my list. Omnath, Locus of Rage. This one annoyed me because when I did this video, only Khalni Garden made this 5/5 elemental, or on my list it did, and I said that. But Omnath makes it too. So a couple of different cards make that. So I've had to kind of go through these older sets again. Here's one. This was really frustrating. I only had about 6 cards on my spreadsheet that make the Eldrazi Scions. There's about 30 of them. Mostly from this set and the next set, but they all just say summon a 1/1 Eldrazi Scion. They don't use the word token. So Brood Butcher and many others are cards that summon those creatures that I didn't have on my list. So it's my failing really to not have noticed this. But then I got interested in how the language evolved and how the developers evolved what they presented to us as players. In Origins, the word token isn't used at all, but there is some inconsistency in this set. I'm just trying to find the card. There we go. Part the Water Veil. So all of the land elementals, the island swamp and so on, use the word token on the card. So this one says summon 6 1/1 island elemental tokens with haste. So In Origins, the word token wasn't used at all. In Battle for Zendikar, it was used a little bit, just on some of the cards. The next set was Oath of the Gatewatch, still in 2016. So Battle for Zendikar was 2016 as well. And again, tokens being used more here. So there we go, Crush of Tentacles, summon 2 8/8 octopi tokens with Reach and Trample. So I have included those in the videos when I've done these particular tokens. But again, you know, Birthing Hulk, summon 2 1/1 Eldrazi Scions. Doesn't use the word token. It's not in my spreadsheet. So yeah, there's that kind of inconsistency. What does Linvala do? I think that makes a token, doesn't it? Yeah, 2/4/4 Angel tokens. So Sigil of the Empty Throne from Origins didn't use the word token there. Linvala says Angel tokens. And Kalitas, yeah, summon a 2/2 zombie. So now we're not saying zombie, token rather. So real inconsistency in Oath of the Gatewatch. But at least they're using the word token more often. And then still in 2016, the next set was Shadows over Innistrad. And now there's a real consistency, I've noticed. But there's a challenge around the text that's used. So let's find some examples of that. Here we go. Hanweir makes a 1/1 cleric token. So now the word token is always being used whenever a token is being talked about, and that's really helpful. So if you want to do a text search and you're looking for tokens, you'll find these cards. So it's something to be really mindful of if you're looking for older cards. So if you wanted to find some zombie token generators, you're going to miss out cards if you type in zombie token. But how they're described is a challenge. Let's just find it. Here we go. So Ghoulcaller's Accomplice. It's used the word token here, but it summons a 2/2 black zombie token. So it's used a different name. So on the last set, it just said zombie token, and now it's saying black zombie token. Well, is that a card called Black Zombie, or is it a zombie token, a regular standard zombie token that happens to be black? That's the case, by the way. But the point is there's an inconsistency now around how things are described. So we've evolved to the point where the developers are consistently using the word token, but there's an inconsistency in the descriptions. And we've got to wait till 2018. Let's just find, there it is, Dominaria. So when Dominaria came out, they gave us something unique, which is really, really helpful, which is what you're used to now, which is the tokens now are written in bold and they're hyperlinked, so you can tap on them and you can read all about them. So you can see here, this is Dominaria's Knight. It's white. It has the creature type human knight. It's 2/2. And you can see any evergreens it has, which in this case is First Strike. So it gives us a proper description of the token, which is really, really helpful. So that's from 2018 onwards, that's the case. And let's just prove that. So we'll go to the current day, which is going to be Aetherdrift. There we go. And let's find something that makes tokens. Oh, top left straight away, PNLR again. So we can tap on the Aetherjet token, which is a support, and we can tap on the link within there. And that's new, by the way. So you didn't used to be able to tap on links within the pop-ups. And you can see here everything you need to know about racer pilots. So you can see that it's colorless. It's has the creature type human pilot. It's 1/1 and so on, which is really, really helpful if you want to make a deck that summons humans or, you know, whatever. But it's just something, you know, I've really been on a learning curve with this today around the timelines and how this changed over time. I've got to do some work on my spreadsheet now. Found some new tokens that I didn't have before, which is good fun. But be mindful of it when you're doing some searches, everyone.